the dream of all athletes. All around the stadium, thousands of people are cheering athletes from the 5 continents, about to start the greatest show on snow and ice in the world. Innsbruck. On top of the terrible Pasterkoffel run, the contestants, studying each other, line up. They are going to compete on a very tricky and fast 3,000-meter run, with 870 meters difference in altitude. They're off. The first to dash down is the Italian Herbert Planck, then the Canadian Reeves, the Swiss Roux, the Italian Gustavo Terni, and Franz Klammer determined to win the first gold medal for Austria. Konrad Bartelski seems to fly. His speed is very high, and the run extremely hard. The Argentine Rosenkier loses control of his skis. Walter Tresch rushes by, and also the Japanese Katagiri. Herbert Planck, the best of the Italians, opens his skis slightly, but soon resumes his style, attacking down to the finish line. Bernard Russi, an Olympic champion, is endeavoring to win his 3rd medal. He's made a mistake, and now he's frantically trying to make up for it. Franz Klammer is the last of the first group at the start. He is competing fiercely for Austria's honor. His public wants a gold medal, and he will have it. It's Lord Killian in person, the top Olympic official, to award the medals. Gold for Franz Klammer, silver for Bernard Russi, and bronze for Herbert Planck. Their times were just 1 second apart. From the acrobatics of free downhill specialists to those more graceful of ice skaters. There's a gold medal for North America's Dorothy Hamill, and for Great Britain's John Curry. Nobody can resist the exceptional skill of Irina Rodnina and Alexander Zaitsev in the couples competition. High-speed ice skating, 5 distances for the men and 4 for the women, from the 500-meter run to the 10-kilometer long-distance race. The athletes are busy preparing for the men's giant slalom. Number 1, the Swiss Ernst Good, takes off from the gate, keeping up a good pace and ending up in a good position. Now it's an Italian, Franco Biela, one of the men more frequently in the first position. But he's not so lucky on this difficult run, and he will place 8th. Gustavo Terni has already been world and Olympic champion in this specialty. He sweeps into the lead in the first runoff, but his skiing is not so fluid in the second. He is tense, cuts the curves too close, and loses his advantage. Small and light, with his very long skis, the Swiss, Heini Hemmi, is a brilliant acrobat. He is certainly not elegant, but his skiing with legs slightly apart, rounding off the curves, is incredibly effective. The best arrival time will be his. Ingemar Stenmark, the silent champion from the north, is full of rage for an unsuccessful first runoff. He is using all of his skill tackling the run as if from tremendous spite. But he is also a shrewd skier, and he knows how to round the poles smoothly in close pursuit of the others. A failure at the Olympic Games would be particularly painful for an athlete like Ingemar, spoiled by years of victories. Now it's the turn of Piero Gross, another of the great favorites, who attacks wildly, tackling the gates. But unfortunately, it will be a short race for him. A pole betrays him, and Gross's chances of victory vanish. Fausto Radici is a great special slalom champion, but not so much at ease among the larger gates of the giants. His exceptional competitive spirit helps him to make up for some technical faults, and he comes in seventh. It's the end. Hemme is the winner. Good is second. And Stenmark, who came in third only by a hair's breadth, congratulates Heine Hemby on his victory.